Today, I'm going to be showing you how to take your audio setup in War Thunder to the next level. We're talking in-game settings, speaker modes, Windows sound settings, and even a custom EQ adjustment to your headphones to really make those engine sounds stand out like never before. Now, let's get started. First, let's dive into the in-game settings. Speaker mode is super important, so I'll go over that in detail shortly. But for now, let's tweak the rest of these options. The first thing I adjust is my engine sounds. Set this to the lowest possible level. At the same time, crank up other player engine sounds to the max. This helps you hear enemy engines clearly instead of drowning them out with your own. Now for sound effects, this includes explosions and objects breaking. I like to keep this just moderate and just lower it a little bit. It isn't as critical as other engine sounds. Now gun sounds, this covers machine guns and cannons. I lower this slightly, but keep it on just because it's useful for detecting distant enemies. Now those are the important ones. The rest, you can safely set them to low or whatever you prefer, as they're not very important and self-explanatory. Now, let's talk about speaker mode. Set this to either 5.1 surround sound or 7.1 surround sound. These modes emulate a wider soundstage, even if you just have stereo headphones, giving you much better positional audio. But this is important. But in order for it to even work correctly, you need to enable Windows Sonic for headphones in your sound settings. So here's how to do this. If you're on Windows, right-click the speaker icon in your taskbar. Then click Sound Settings. Under Output, click on your playback device, which is going to be your headphones. And then after that, you go into the Spatial Sound tab here, and in the drop-down, select Windows Sonic for headphones. Then click Apply. Enabling this processes the surround sound in War Thunder and down mixes it for your stereo headphones. Without this, the 5.1 or 7.1 settings won't work effectively. Between 5.1 and 7.1, I find that 5.1 works better for most stereo headphones like mine. This is mainly because 5.1 has fewer channels to emulate, so the sound just feels a bit more cleaner and mainly less cluttered. Now, let's take things up a notch. I recorded some gameplay and analyzed the audio with an EQ to figure out where engine sounds live in the frequency spectrum. Most of the important engine sounds sit in the 2000 to 4800 range, so I focus on enhancing those frequencies. Using Piece Equalizer, I created a preset to bring out those frequencies. I slightly lowered some things in the lower frequencies, while boosting the range where engine sounds stand out. Here's a comparison to audio and engine sounds with the EQ off and then with it on. As you can see, the engine sounds are a lot sharper and easier to hear with EQ on. It makes a massive difference when trying to pinpoint enemy tanks just by sound. Basically, all Piece Equalizer is just an EQ for your headphones that you could set for anything, so you shouldn't get in any trouble and it's not cheating for War Thunder. I've attached the EQ settings in the description so you can download it and import it into Piece Equalizer if you have it. Once you set this up, you'll have no excuse for your skill issue. Hope you guys found this helpful. Now thanks for watching and peace out.